Hello, we are back with Terra Nullius. Going into our last part here. Let's tie up all the loose ends. Let's figure out what else is going on with these fools after they finally gotten 8 hours of rest. So I know
that's the most unrealistic thing about this game. Getting 8 hours of uninterrupted rest
and waking up actually feeling rested.
Mm-hmm.
You know, except for
Ari doesn't.
Ari and Darius are still both exhausted.
I'm attuned to my weapon.
It's been a long day. I almost died to go see my current not boyfriend, and then my ex-boyfriend tried to kill me. Like, it's just not a good day.
It's true. Tepin, I know you wanted to try to get in touch with the Xblanque.
Real quick, am I attuned to the? Do I have to take a short rest?
Yes, but I mean, over a long rest, you can attune to it as well.
Okay,
that's fine.
So I'm attuned to that now.
Mm-hmm. The Ring of Regeneration.
I'm no longer exhausted.
Oh, you only have 1 level, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're good.
I still have 2 levels.
Ari swole though. She picked up a lot of that revel.
There's like this really cool item in the Damage Guild podcast. It was essentially a potion of long rest.
Whoa.
Is super neat.
That is neat.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
I thought you saw it.
I don't remember that.
It was literally in the Patreon thing of items a few weeks ago.
I don't remember.
It was super cool. I saw it and I thought, like, that's super cool.
I very rarely actually check Patreon.
I get into emails too.
Was I taking disadvantage for my attacks?
Yeah, you were at normal. You were at flat rolls a lot because we were flanking.
Yep.
Yeah.
But why was I taking? Why was I taking disadvantage?
Because the first level of exhaustion is taking disadvantage on ability checks.
That's not attack rolls though. That's 3rd level of exhaustion.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I just got rid of 3rd level and it went away.
I don't think it really even mattered because I think maybe one time you got a crit when you should have gotten.
That's the only thing that changed. For the combat, it didn't matter. I was just making sure I understood the rule.
I thought attacks counted as ability checks.
No, they're different. Yeah, ability checks is skills and like stat checks. Attack rolls are technically different.
Okay, there's a weird thing where it counted for something. I'm trying to remember what, but I don't remember. Anyway, it's not relevant because I think it was a thing with Toity. Yeah, I wanted to try and talk with Xblanque. So
by the way, Bug comes back, Ari. So
yay!
Yeah, you're good. He was fine, just a little spooked. Yeah. So how do you wanna do that?
I'll go talk to Darius.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not wearing that ring.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah. It's entirely fair.
So I go to Darius. So, are you feeling better this morning?
A little bit. I've certainly felt more exhausted than that before.
So, you know Xblanque.
I mean, can I even say that I know him? He's kind of dead.
So is Ah Tabai.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, you knew him is probably the way to say that.
Yeah. I think that's what he says is, I knew him.
I need to find a way to seek him. I tried yesterday and we know how that turned out.
Does my ring turn invisible or does it not? I forget.
Mine specifically talks about turning invisible because it's a ring of mind shielding.
I don't think yours is, no.
Okay.
But it's plain enough that it's not really noticeable.
Right. Well, I mean, Darius also just normally had it in his pack, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you don't like wear it around, yeah.
Yeah. So Darius reaches in and grabs hold of the ring and do I have to put it on to talk to Miggy, or do I just...
I think so.
So Darius puts it on and just leaves his hand in the pack. Darius and Tepin are probably away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, let's not talk to Miggy with Ari around.
Yeah. Well, because Ari would be probably upset at Darius if she found out that she had a
exactly.
Yep.
Darius uses the ring to try to contact Miggy himself and like tell him before.
Yeah. Okay. Make a charisma check, I guess. Yeah.
Do I get the voicemail?
I think so. Yeah, I think Willow answers instead. And
Secretary.
Exactly, yeah. And she sounds scared.
Come on.
She says, Darius, I'm so glad that you're contacting me. Us. Here. Something is wrong. Miguel is using all of his energy to stop it, but he's unreachable right now. I don't know what it is. He can't even... I'm very worried, Darius.
How can I help?
I'm not sure that you can, but well, maybe keep the ring on for now so I can keep you updated.
She said again, I didn't hear you, cut out for a second.
Maybe keep the ring on for now. I can keep you updated on what's happening. Maybe something that I'm getting from Miguel might help you or the other way around. I think he can hear me and he might be able to get something to me in the brief moments of respite. This is like what happened before, Darius, when you carried that weight for him. I'm still not even sure what it is. I'm sorry, you contacted us for something. What is it?
Mickey has a fan.
He has a what?
A fan.
Like one of those things that you use to cool yourself off with?
Yes. No. No, he probably says something more like,
This is true. We have like the gods of death. Ah Tabai, Xblanque, Pepe Miguel Poncio.
Yep, exactly. That sounds like cultural appropriation to me.
we're appropriating gods now?
Well, he's taking a place in their pantheon.
Did I disconnect? Oh, no. Okay.
That was weird.
I think I'm lagging on my end.
Yeah, there was some sort of weird...
Yeah, that was weird. That was on my end too.
Okay, so it was just Zoom.
Darius says Tepin is wanting to devote himself to Mickey, I think.
No, Xblanque. I said Xblanque.
Well, yes, but Xblanque is dead, so Darius is saying...
No, I specifically cannot connect to Miggy, though.
We've already discussed this. Like Xblanque, he would stay a warlock.
Yeah.
I can't connect to Miggy without completely...
Ah Tabai is technically dead, too. It's...
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Then he says Xblanque, whatever.
Yeah, so... Willow says, he's gone. He's dead. What does he expect to find?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know. A will of power?
Darius, that sort of magic is dangerous. You would know it firsthand. How did... Well, I heard that you used Kelvidus' soul to power yourself. Are you okay?
For now, I think so. I feel much better after a long nap.
You always did.
As far as I know, that was a one-time deal. However, it does give me ideas. Though I'd be cautious about trying anything like that again.
Darius, I don't think me or Miggy can help you find Xblanque. But I think if you wanted to, you might be able to.
How do I?
You know where he is.
In the soul realm?
Yes. I think what's happening right now is probably connected to that. Did anything happen with you that changed anything there?
I felt myself being pulled 3 different ways between all 3 of the realms. I managed to pull myself together, but only barely. I grabbed Calvitus' soul, and I spoke with death.
Darius, I think there are 2 ways that this could work. If you are set on helping your friend, you could go to the Soul Realm again and try to find Xblanque, connect to him directly, or you could separate yourself again. Willingly this time.
Don't we need to go to the soul? Is the soul realm where Ix is?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go there anyway.
If I went to the soul realm, could I bring everybody?
You've done it before. The Feywild is the realm of the body. The Shadowfell is the realm of the mind. The Beyond, the far realm, is the realm of the soul. I don't know if it's more difficult exactly, just different.
Well, I've had a few tastes of that different. So I might be able to figure something out. The only question is whether or not going there will help Miggy, hinder Miggy, or do nothing.
I think the answer to what is happening with all of this ultimately is in the soul realm.
I think you're right.
But
Because if you weren't the DM, wouldn't have said it.
but I don't know if you're ready. You were there only for a brief amount of time. There are horrors there that do not sleep.
Then they must be exhausted.
Nice.
They've passed into level 300 of exhaustion and they're still going.
They're undead exhausted.
Exactly. There is still this realm to deal with. Because If Mazayol succeeds on bringing Shia the Jade Skirt back, I think I know now. I think I can guess at what she will do. Do you know, Darius?
Is she planning on consuming the realms?
Now, remind me, what did I say about there was the whole, like, the universe is going to be destroyed?
Yeah.
Oh, it was basically like, what's her face? She the Jade Skirt was going to once again try to, like, take over the world, do something horrible, and this time the world there isn't going to be another cycle to be created to, like, fix it.
Yeah.
And so everything is going to fall apart. Yeah, but I think Willow says to you, "Oh, Darius, I just Miguel just gave me some information. What he saw on the other side. If she of the Jade Skirt awakens, she's opening the gate to the soul realm, and she's bringing everything here."
Well, that's lovely.
I don't know, Darius. I don't know what the answer is.
We at least know what we know. We at least know what we have to do. We just have no idea how to do it.
Or where to start.
You said I'm not ready. How do I get ready? How do we get ready?
Maybe visiting Navarro again is a first step. You're almost there anyway.
Oh, darling, that sounds wonderful.
We only have one small problem. Everyone we've met up until this point has tried to kill us because we kind of turned on them.
You're not wrong.
I mean, did we turn on them?
Yes. Absolutely yes.
That's not 100% accurate.
In almost every instance.
What?
Almost
The only
every
instance that was
instance.
not the case, as far as I know, was Shaman.
Charmer, yeah.
Charmer, yeah, that. Charmin Ultra. Where less of him is more joy for us.
Yeah, and so taking a step out from the player or from the character stuff into the player realm again, there are a couple of places to go from here, right? So you guys could legitimately be like, all right, let's transcend ourselves into the soul realm. But that will be likely the rest of the campaign. Right? Like that's like the end game stuff right there. Very likely, I guess, is what I'm saying, that we'll get into that, because it's not... I know what's happening to Ix right now. And if you're going there to try to get Tepin connected to Xblanque and then rescue Ix, there's going to be a whole heck of a bunch of stuff that's going to happen. And it will completely disconnect you guys from everything that's happening here in the Yolotli Basin. We could go that direction if you guys want to. But there is also a ticking clock with Mazayol trying to take over and find Shia the Jade Skirt again. So if you guys leave this realm, that's still going to be happening in the background. And this time, Faustino and Navarro are the only ones remaining in this realm who have any say about any of that. And so things will be happening in the background, but you guys will be completely disconnected from all of it. You could also be like, all right, well, we can't go there. We can't rescue Ix right now. I guess let's go to Navarro. Let's try to do stuff here. Just kind of up to you guys what you want to pursue at this point.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last option because my husband was talking to me. What?
Basically, it's like the other option is to go to Navarro and try to like figure out stuff on this end. Like, what can you do to actually do the thing that we were doing at the beginning of this arc, which was, stop Maziel, gather an army, do all that stuff. Part of this will depend also on Seth. The two ways that you could get connected to Xblanque is either actually going to the Soul Realm or having Darius conduit him through himself, which is not necessarily a thing that Darius would want to do again. But obviously,
and last time we tried to do that, it kind of summoned forth a demon beast thingy.
Well, that was you messing with what was happening.
Well, I thought that's essentially what I was trying to do. Use him as a conduit to get to Xblanque.
You made me get pregnant and birth a space demon.
You impregnated me with a space demon.
What is this, alien?
Yeah. And so this obviously is important because this will determine a lot of Tepin's character moving forward here, because as it stands right now, basically after this session, Ah Tabai is going to disconnect from you, right? He's going to be like, you're not listening to me. You're trying to do whatever else. All right, my power is going away. Like, you can't get that power from me anymore. So we need to find the next step for Tepin, some direction that he can actually go in.
My other wonder... Okay, so I through my soul, brought the thing out of the void place. The, whatever it's called.
The far realm or the soul realm, yeah.
The far realm.
The beyond.
Could I somehow, between that, something like that, and my transcendence ability to dimension hop, basically, bring Ix here, just straight?
You could attempt to do that, honestly. So getting Xblanque connected to Tepin is less dangerous than transporting Ix back here. Mainly because it involves transporting Ix's soul, body, and mind, while getting Xblanque connected to Tepin is not even probably bringing his soul anywhere, just getting Tepin connected to it in some meaningful
I'm essentially
way.
trying to get his soul connected to the ring instead of Ah Tabai's.
So that is one way to do it, but you could also technically just connect to him without the ring. Just like the reaching into the beyond, technically an option.
I kind of want him to have him be connected to the ring, just because like the ring is the way I know how to do it. It's
yes. Okay. The reason I say that is because it would be more difficult to actually bring his soul here and put it in the ring than it would be to just connect you to him in some way.
But then I can't shield my thoughts anymore without Ah Tabai being right there.
You can still shield your thought. Oh, yeah, right.
Ah Tabai's in the ring. I can't wear it.
Yeah.
You just chuck it in the river.
I don't want to do that either.
Some other person might pick it up.
You could throw it into the temple and just like throw it in like the
come to think of
it,
volcano.
Come to think of it,
somewhere in Mordor.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, having Ah Tabai where I want him is better than him going off somewhere else.
Yes.
So maybe it's
you have Ah Tabai's soul where you can keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Either way, my character is going to be useless next session if I don't have a warlock patron. I lose a lot.
So Darius, are you willing to try some way of connecting Xblanque to Tepin? Or is Darius like not willing to risk that right now?
I just don't know. Honestly, I really don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only reason I'm pressing for having an answer of this right now is because
we can plan.
And so Tepin can actually have a we can change Tepin's character if we need to.
Well, if it's Xblanque, if it stays Xblanque, I literally don't have to change anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if it changes Xblanque, I can't talk to people that don't speak a language with me anymore. It's literally that's how different it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we have like any other real option. So
try it.
As long as you're okay, Jordan, with Darius taking that risk.
I mean, it really doesn't matter if I'm okay with it because like this is literally the only option. Otherwise, Seth doesn't have a character next session, and I don't want to drag around level 1.
Well, I mean,
we would change him into something else.
I only actually have 3 levels in Warlock. It's just that those were 3 important levels in Warlock. I use Eldritch Blast a lot.
Yeah, he would... Basically, it's like the difference between Tepin changing incredibly much as a character, and then that, Seth would have to figure out some way to still play Tepin and have him be interesting to him, like, with a different class or something. Or having him basically be able to say the same but be connected to the god he thought he was going to be connected to the entire time. The thing I don't want to happen is like for you to, Jordan, to just be like, oh yeah, I guess Darius will have to do this, even if you know that Darius as a character would not attempt this.
If Darius was neutral, he wouldn't, but because he's good, I feel like he would.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, you can have a conversation with Tepin briefly about the dangers of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have a conversation with Tepin.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's ways I can help, Tepin will.
Yeah. I know.
Well, you helped a little bit too much last time.
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't turn out well last time. I'm just saying if there's ways he can help, he will try.
You can help by keeping your distance. No, I'm kidding. Actually, admittedly, he might have to literally be touching Tepin while he's doing it anyway. So
technically, I mean, what I did last time is essentially touch your mind and try and go with that as a conduit. So if that, I don't know if that could do anything, but
it's like I let you into the driver's seat and you took the wrong highway. This time I'm in the driver's seat and I'm driving you exactly where you need to go.
Yeah.
Or like I tried to open the door and accidentally let in a burglar. Open the wrong door.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, accidentally let in a bird. I'm like, what?
A very, very angry,
a very
evil demon bird.
Yeah, a very space monster crab-esque bird, but yes.
So am I guess, am I still talking to Willow at this point?
You can't, yeah, I mean, you still have the ring on you.
Darius says he'll keep the ring on. Adi doesn't know I have the ring. What do you expect me to say when she notices?
I don't think Ari's gonna say anything.
It's just a ring. I mean, literally, it's just a gold ring. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Unless it was like a ring. I mean, I guess I could make a roll to see if I recognize it as Mickey's ring because it is his ring.
I mean, was he wearing the ring as a I don't think he wore a ring around. So even if it technically is Mickey's, but I don't think he wore it really.
That's the only thing I could think of is if I recognize it as his ring.
Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind then.
But
I mean, in canon, it was the ring obviously that he was gonna try to propose to the lady that he loved with.
I find it a little odd and awkward and a little creepy that Darius is wearing the ring that Ari would be
Ari's engagement ring.
Yeah. I'm just imagining a music video of Darius doing all the single ladies now.
Perfect. That is what I wanted in my head right now. Yes. Yeah, so it's playing.
Darius tells Willow he'll keep the ring on and asks her to keep him posted about everything that's going on there with Miggy.
Yeah.
And he was gonna he might try to connect Tepin with Xblanque.
Okay. How are you going about doing this? Well,
how can I help him?
First, I mean, really, it's a charisma, to like do your transcendence, right? Like that's the basic thing that you're doing, to like actually open the gate again. You will also need one of. So you could attempt to do this.
First, I have to enter the avatar state. And
yeah,
I have to...
exactly. Yeah. So something to consider here. You could attempt this yourself, or you could try to use the ring that Tepin has, the mind control ring that Ah Tabai said would like help him come through, and instead try to like use it to get Xblanque through instead.
Essentially turn the mind control ring into a ring of mind shielding, but with him instead?
Yes, that's basically what it would do. Yep.
Does Darius know that that's what what's his face was trying to do? Was trying to get through the ring?
No, only Tepin knows that. So Tepin would
explain. I could explain that.
Yeah, we can say that Tepin filled you in on everything that happened there. That makes sense.
Okay.
Of note, though, if I lose the ring of mind shielding, that means I now have a new open slot to attune to, which means I could still find a shiny new toy. Depending on how things go right now.
So keep in mind this. We're not. I'm not talking about the ring of mind shielding that you have.
Oh, I know. You're talking about one of the mind controls. Rings,
yeah.
But it would
basically become a ring of mind shielding with the soul in it. Yeah. Okay. Like Ah Tabai's. You would just have to be disconnected from the Ah Tabai one, and you could put it in your pack to never be seen from again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until Tepin dies a gruesome death, and then an NPC picks it up, obviously.
I think that doesn't happen. I think Darius basically says that he could try to use the ring himself to bring out Xblanque instead of Ah Tabai.
Probably what I could do is I probably explained more in detail what the whole situation with the ring was like the next morning after everything happened.
Yeah. So the question is, do you want to try to put on the ring before you transcend or after? Like, do you want to try to put on the ring and then like break your push your will against its to like get it under your control and then like do the conduit, or open the conduit, have Tepin put the ring on your finger and hope that you can channel that, in the moment?
I have a question. Since I have awakened mind where I can touch someone's mind, could we use that as an excuse to give Darius advantage?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because technically that touching of mind thing comes from Ah Tabai. So I could use that kind of like as a way to mirror it.
So basically what's going to happen here is Ah Tabai has been disconnected from you, right? He doesn't know any of your plans, any of the things you've been doing right here.
Mm-hmm.
You could basically attempt to trick him, right? You could put the ring of mind shielding back on.
Ooh, I like this idea.
He can't read your thoughts, right? He can just...
let me double check.
Because I think you can just talk to him through it, right? Like...
Yeah, let me just double check. Where you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. Where can't prevent this telepathic communication. Yeah, it can't. It doesn't look like it can read my thoughts.
Yeah, you can just communicate with the soul in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what you could do is you could tell Ah Tabai, all right, we talked it through, we're going to let you through, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could lie to him, and then at the last possible moment, use all of the energy that Ah Tabai gives you, right, to do to channel the wrong god.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like probably the safest option, but
I like this option.
But it depends on the deception, right? Because if he catches on to what you're doing before you finish the ritual, it could go wrong.
My reliable talent should help me here.
Yeah, I know you're good at lying.
No, I mean just the fact that
it can't go catastrophically wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you get a crit fail.
Well, it says
does it protect against that.
It says whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
Yeah, there you go.
And my deception
can never get crit fail.
Adds my proficiency bonus, and so it should technically not be lower than a 25.
It sounds pretty reliable to me.
Although it doesn't always add it, and I don't know why. So,
do you want advantage?
As much advantage as possible here is great.
Can I offer a thought as to maybe why he could have advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Could he have a really believable lie that would make a lot of sense, like Tepin saying, "I don't want to lose my power"?
I mean,
I don't want to lose my power, and we're desperate to fight against the evil that's we're coming against. So
that sounds like a believable lie to me.
Not completely wrong either.
Yeah, you're playing Tepin. We know that Tepin is good with words, and so you're going to be playing right into his deepest desires, right? Like all he wants is to finally be free of this stupid ring and be reborn as the god of death. So offering him that.
We can't have that happen either, because that would mean Miggy's not the god of death anymore.
I know, yeah, obviously.
So we can't have that happen anyway. Okay. So, should I roll for that deception? With advantage, or how's this going to work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. 27.
Nice. Well,
2 27s.
Yeah, I think a 27 is probably good enough. So you managed to convince Ah Tabai. So basically this conversation goes like, so you finally returned. Are you willing to do what I've asked you, Tepin? Have you thought long and hard about what I can take from you?
We have all thought long and hard of it, and we've decided that we need as much help as we can get right now, so... We're very far away from everyone while this is happening, because we don't want them to think I'm actually doing anything bad. Darius trust me. Darius knows what we're doing.
Walk in. Ari and Raya walk in on you like Darius like vomiting on the ground, vomiting tar on the ground, and you're.
Is he having to do the tar thing again?
That's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go far away.
What he's doing.
I got you. That'd be bad. Horrible. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I heard that, Jordan.
So yeah, we say okay. We will do as you say. Let's turn to Darius. You ready, Darius? I take off the ring. You ready, Darius?
Pre-question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we leveled up? We're technically already leveled up.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead and level yourself up if you need to.
Okay.
I don't think I have. I don't think I did level up.
It shouldn't be hopefully that much to.
Level 14. I'm a paladin, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oath of the Crown.
Okay, that's why. 6 plus... Okay, so 9. So that's 130.
While they're doing that, Ari wants to do some stuff with the beans.
Mm.
Are you gonna eat them?
Like what exactly?
She's going to eat the beans.
Well, they're the key to immortality. Is there any way I can use them to try to be with Miggy?
Given that that is basically the exact opposite of being with Miggy, no.
Well, I'm just curious because, like, it's immortality in the...
What is the...
It's the key to immortality here in the bodily realm. But the beans are a soul realm magic item. So it's like, I feel like there might be some kind of, I don't know. I was just curious if there's like some kind of connection.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you would have immortality in both body, mind, and soul. That's literally what this is. But the main thing to consider, the main thing to really consider here, honestly, is the fact that the cycles, the real world, is not the physical realm. That's the Feywild. This is all three, right? This is where all three converge in the material world, the real world. The soul realm is where soul stuff comes from. The mind realm is where mind stuff comes from. The Feywild is where body stuff comes from. But the cycles is where it all converges. So, like, you being immortal here means that your soul never has to be reconstituted into the soul realm, right? Like you're actually alive forever. In the only way that matters.
Well, if that's the case, then my next goal, next session is going to be to destroy the beans.
Whoa. Okay.
I mean, what good are they except to get us killed, except to get us hunted? Like, I mean, they've done a lot of good for us, but like, I don't want the key to immortality around. I'm like, if they're not going to help me be with Miggy, then I just want to get rid of them.
Wow.
Point.
All right, man. All right, yeah, we can have that conversation. Sure. Do you want to make an Arcana check to just see if you know offhand, like, a direction in which to take that?
Figure out how to destroy magic items, I guess.
Yeah, like, but I want you to make an Arcana check to see if you have like the first piece of that puzzle. Like, where do I begin with that? Right, like, since she's.
I mean, I don't have a goal towards it yet.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still going to be a bunch of steps to actually do this. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have any clue. Okay, I just figured out a way you could be with Miggy by using these, but you don't know it, so.
Well, I was thinking, couldn't she just like use them and then go to the soul or to the whatever realm and just hang out there?
Technically, she could go to the Shadowfell whenever she wanted to, if you wanted to transport her there.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just the fact that there's nothing to eat there.
Well, but the Grim Reaper is there.
Yeah, there's that.
Well, the Grim Reaper's there, and like
there's no food or water. You know, it's
Like, what I'm saying is, couldn't she become immortal and then just go there?
Yes, that is one way of doing it. Technically true. But keep in mind, Miggy right now is basically just a mind. Right? Like, he's tied to the Shadowfell. He's tied to the mind realm. His body and his soul aren't dead exactly, but they aren't him right now. So it would be... Ari would be with a mind, but not really a body or a soul. So it wouldn't be the same. It would be different than actually being with Miggy. It's not like the full fulfillment of that goal. If Ari is fine with that, then that's one thing, right? But it's technically not the same thing. But yes, I actually know a way that you could legitimately be with Miggy. Body, mind, and soul. But you'll have to roll to find out. So.
Okay, well, I made an Arcana check towards it.
Yeah.
So.
Say that again.
I said you rewind time and fix all the cycles.
Okay, 2 ways.
You get a wish spell.
With soul magic, yes. A soul powered wish spell, sure.
Made a wish upon a falling soul.
If you consumed a soul, if you got some sort of magic that could consume a soul and then use it to power a wish spell, sure, yeah. Okay, so there's several ways that this could work.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways,
go
back to Darius and Twitty. I just figured since he was leveling
Twitty.
up, I'd say that I wanted...
Twitty.
Oh.
Oof.
Wow.
Rip.
Oof.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna go die now. Okay.
That's my job.
So, the way this is going to work, Darius, you have to go into the Transcendence first, because that's the way that Ah Tabai is expecting this to be done.
Okay.
So basically, it's a charisma check first.
Okay.
And do I have a way to give him advantage? Or is that just on the second part?
Yeah, you can give him advantage on the second part. I'm not sure how you could help him transcend.
This is where I miss being a bard.
Can I, because I'm wearing the ring, can I get a little help from Willow or something?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Willow can help you out. You can
Willow has bard abilities.
I mean, I feel like, didn't we joke about that at one point?
He does sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
Yeah, that's true. No, I mean, she could have taken class levels.
There was something I was checking on Paladin stuff, but I don't remember what it was.
Is there ever a bard ability that lets someone get advantage?
No, it's generally just the extra
dice.
D whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'd have to check. I didn't get very far with bard. Kind of died.
Well, even before that, you changed classes a little bit.
Yeah, that's also the reason. I didn't end up being very bardy.
Okay, so I guess I'm just
rolling a charisma check with advantage.
Okay.
I mean, you can do persuasion, I guess, because again, like this is basically like your force of personality sort of a thing. But you can use your skill, I think. Because basically, you're doing what you did before. You're persuading your body, mind, and soul to separate themselves through force of personality.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was changing. Okay, I was changing that.
And so basically, your intent, right, is like, do this willingly in a way that lets me have more control than what happened before.
Since we're doing it intentionally now.
Yeah. You don't want to just accidentally, like, open yourself up. You want to, like, do it intentionally with purpose. Have some sort of control over it.
Oops, I accidentally gave birth to a space demon.
Exactly. You don't want that to happen again. Yeah, if Raya and Ari see a giant monster crashing through the jungle, they will have known that something has gone terribly wrong.
They scream, not again!
Alright, well...
we're giving him...
Persuasion?
Yep. With advantage.
This time we're well rested.
Okay. You succeed on doing it, but not with the control that you wished you would have had.
Dang, even with the 22?
Yeah, I had set the DC at 25. This is incredibly difficult. You still did it. I mean, you're in the incredible pain again. The tar starts oozing from your orifices. You collapse to the earth. Your body.
So I didn't transcend. I transcended and then did the thing already.
Yes, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay. That's what happened. You opened the gate, right? You opened the gate that
gate
that gets created through your separation. But you don't have as much control over it as you wanted. The pain just overtakes you. You're back in that place of pure agony. You're wishing you would never have done this.
Am I though?
I mean, primally, yes.
I think primally, Darius is like, why did I go on this stupid exhibition
Yeah,
again?
you're regretting every decision you've ever made.
Sorry.
But yeah, so then this is the moment where Tepin would have to put the ring on your finger.
Okay, so I connect. I like do the first one I'll do is I'll touch his, like, do the awakened mind to kind of connect with his mind a little bit. Oops, wrong. Click the wrong thing. I was trying to click the gear. So I'll do the awakened mind thing to connect with his mind. To at least help him with this part.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll put the ring. I'll try and talk to him. Like, are you there?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Are you there, Darius?
Darius just goes, it hurts. Also, yes.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm used to this. Sort of.
So, I guess the plan is just to put the ring on him. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Now, is he saying this to Darius in the material world, or is he talking to his mind or something?
Talking to his mind, yeah.
Okay, so would Darius be able to respond through his mind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's what he would say. If it was through the actual physical being,
yeah,
Darius
you would be able
just
to.
Say, oh!
Yeah, exactly. So Tepin, you put the ring on his finger.
Mm-hmm.
He dies. No, I'm just kidding. There was a moment. I got you. There was a moment I saw.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, you're so funny, Caleb.
I've never actually done that before.
I'm dying of laughing right now.
Oh man. Whew. That was fun for me.
I think the funniest part about that whole thing was how pleased Caleb was with that.
There's a reason I said he's like Mr. Popo.
Seth's face, it dropped. It was good. Basically what needs to happen here is Darius needs to make a wisdom save. With advantage because of Tepin's getting
+5, 19.
At least +5, yeah. Okay. They both try to come through.
Oh my gosh!
You manage to do it, right? But he senses that's what you're doing and also tries to shove himself through, right? Tries to find his mind and body from wherever they dissipated into the ether and bring them back so they can be reunited with all three parts of himself. And Xblanque senses the call, and real quick in the space of freezing time, Xblanque says to you, Darius, "What's happening? Why are you calling on me?"
We need your help. We have one shot. There's someone who is trying to connect to you.
And he doesn't even really need any other motivation. He just does it. And Darius, because of your transcendence here, remember you could get fleeting images of everything, almost omniscience sort of a thing. You sense that the caretaker Xblanque has been in unending agony, even worse than yours, for the entire time he's been in this soul realm since he died.
Agony.
Exactly. Yes. I'm just imagining Xblanque and Ah Tabai having a duet with that song right now. And Darius.
Dancing around the stream with waterfall.
Yeah.
I have no reference of this song, so I'm kind of
Into the woods. Come on.
I don't know.
So, and you can sense that's why he's coming, right? He's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I will go anywhere else. I need to be away from this place. And so he starts to come through, and then Ah Tabai starts to shove his essence through as well. And there's a battle that happens here. I'm trying to think how. You know what? I think we end the session there because because I think I know exactly how I want this to play out, and I'll give you guys a glimpse of it. Basically, what happens is Tepin and Darius, you are transported into basically what looks like Ah Tabai's old throne room in the Shadowfell. Right? It's this. It's decorated like Tepin. It's very familiar to you, like the architecture, the decorations. It's so Tabaxi, right? It's all Tabaxi stuff. And you see basically Darius and Tepin. You're transported to this place, and we see Ah Tabai on his throne. Right? He is this.
Oh, so this is the first time I've seen him.
Yes, he's a man. He's a human.
That liar.
Yeah.
Are there like tabaxi skinned rugs and stuff?
Yes.
I'd like to reveal a new piece of lore I just created about Darius that totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to get inspiration from this just so I can have it.
Sure.
Darius hates snakes, but he likes cats.
Nice. And so this angers him.
Well, it angers him, and like that's part of why he trusts Tepin a little more naturally, because he just likes cats.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. All right, yeah, take inspiration.
Yay!
And so what we see is, Darius, you're very familiar with this movie you are seeing in front of you, this recreation, because we see Ah Tabai on his throne, and then we hear the growls of like hellcats, of these like demon jaguars from outside in some hallway beyond this throne room. And then we hear gurgling screams and hisses and stabs. And stepping through the double doors, being like pushing it open, is the caretaker as a human before he became a Genasi, stepping through and facing Ah Tabai like he did when he stormed into his throne room to kill a god many, many years ago. And the battle is going to happen once more. But this time, he has you and Tepin. I mean, technically, he had his like siblings before, but obviously they're not in this recreation, so you're stand-ins for them. And so we're going to open up next session with Tepin and Darius fighting... what's his face?
Ah Tabai.
Ah Tabai, in this weird in-between space.
I have a feeling I'm not going to have my warlock powers in there.
No, you will. Yeah.
Okay, good.
This is all going to basically be happening in literally a fraction of a millisecond, but we're going to play it out as an actual combat.
So not long enough for him to take his stuff away.
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah. So one question I have before we actually end is, Emily and Alyssa, do you guys want to, because we could probably figure out a way to do this, do you guys want to have like people to play in this combat to help as well? Or do you want to just sit out? Do we want to like jump back and forth between what you guys are doing?
Couldn't they play as the siblings?
No, because they're not in this. Like,
okay,
we could have. Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure what you guys would.
I mean, I wouldn't think it would make sense to jump back and forth since you just said it happens in a fraction of a millisecond.
At the very least, we could say like, what were Raya and Ari up to that morning before this happened?
This probably took some time to take care of.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't really matter to me if there's people who would be there to help.
We have time to think it through.
Yeah. Let's think it through, and then we can decide that next time. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm gonna prepare an awesome combat. I'm really excited about it.
Wait. Oh no, we couldn't do that.
Wait, what?
I was just gonna say we're kind of like one of the places and things we're in is like the soul realm, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you're like in between everything right now. Like you're in all places and no places at the same time.
So I guess my only thought was like, it would be cool if Toity could make a cameo here.
He wouldn't.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why
Honestly,
I said never mind.
the only thing I could imagine making sense is Willow.
Yeah.
Willow could show up and help. That would make sense.
But Willow would just come back into Doria's Muckaweedle, basically, right?
You know what? Sure. I think that's what happens.
Welcome. Just gave you a magic weapon. Boom.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, either that or like the Reaper thing, except Willow empowered.
I don't think you have the ability. This has all happened so quickly. Willow was a part of what you were doing. I don't think you'd have to like reach for the Reaper, reach for Calvitas again. Like that would have to be a whole thing. And this is all,
That sounds like a metal album. Reach for the Reaper.
Reach for the Reaper. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. That was a fun session.
That sounds like a metal band.
Either way. Could be either.
I'm Googling it.
A lot of stuff happened that I did not expect. But it was fun.
Pretty typical.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
I like pushing people in the water. Funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I don't know what I expected to happen. But don't worry, they will be back. And they will be stronger.
Yes, they will. I mean, that's not saying much.
Well, that's why I'm thinking I'm like, let's just destroy the beans so that way they stop like coming for us. Like,
not a bad idea.
I'm gonna say it right now. You destroying the beans would irrevocably change this campaign. Irrevocably. I'd have to rewrite a bunch of stuff.
Again,
yes, it has.
So would it really change that much in that sense?
Like,
yes.
I've had that idea in my mind for the past couple sessions, but I was like, let's see if I can try to use them to my advantage first.
Yeah.
And then if I can't, then let's just get rid of them.
Like if Terra Nullius had a subtitle, it would be Terra Nullius, the campaign of irrevocable decisions.
Yes. It all began with Darius dying.
No. It all began with
Yumchakab being murdered.
Yumchakab. For Yumchakab.
That's where it all began. Anyway, let's do goals. And get you guys some XP.
Only I'd not changed my goals. I've gotten 2. Well, I'm in the middle.
You guys don't get XP for monsters anymore because that Astral Dreadnought was a CR 21.
We would probably already be 20 if we got XP from monsters. Let's be real.
Probably.
Okay, so I was working
on the railroad all the live long day.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, there are no railroads in this campaign.
No, I should.
I pride myself on that fact.
We're good about taking us off the railroads. You know what I should have done? I should have ignored the Get Revenge on 7 Serpents and kept shiny new toy. I should have done that, but oh well.
It's all good.
Then Protect Raya and connect with Xblanque. I'm working on the connecting with Xblanque. I'm in the middle of it. Hopefully, we'll be finished by next session.
Yeah. So I think you got working on for everything. I mean, Get Revenge on the 7 Serpents is you're still with everything you're doing, like especially the whole like I got to keep my powers thing, obviously tied to that, right? You're level 14. Okay. So you get 5,000 XP.
Oh, that's easy math.
Right.
Pull out the calculator and everything.
I think I got working on. I don't know what we decided for like survive mission and protect the party. If those are like easy goals that I complete or work on.
Was the mission for you that temple complex?
I guess.
I think it was.
I had it on it last time too. Yeah. So
yeah, we can consider that like a medium goal you've completed.
Okay.
But yeah, protect the party is like an ongoing thing. Kill Mazio is an ongoing thing. Are you level 14 still?
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So you get
to level 15.
7,550 XP.
7550.
You level 15 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
What do I get? Pretty much nothing. Let's see. I think I might get another spell slot, but I might not even get that.
All right, Ari.
I worked on protecting those I love, and I attempted to do things with the beans to try to find a way to be with Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
So, working on 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I did not do anything with redeeming things in the soul realm.
Indeed. 4,200 for you.
With this.
Oh, with level 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Should I go ahead and level myself up because we just took a long rest, or wait?
I mean, technically, you haven't done
all the things that you did was the day prior.
That's fine.
That's why I wasn't sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Darius.
Discover how to jump between cycles.
You're working on it.
Okay.
I mean, all the transcendent stuff, right, is helping you
Yeah.
figure more about that. So.
2, rescue the party.
You did it. Well,
Cool.
yeah. I mean, you helped.
Brought back Art, very.
Yeah, that's true. Ari very much might have died. Yeah, you can get it.
Okay. And put an end to the death apocalypse.
I don't think you've been working on that.
I've been working on saving the party. Yeah. I've been working on the cycles, trying to set them straight.
Guys, I can cast an 8th level spell now.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm super powerful.
Superpowers.
Wow, there are 4. Oh, guys, I can make my own anti-magic field now.
Ooh. Fancy.
Nice.
That's very helpful.
You get 5,000, Darius.
Sweet. Nice round number.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm really excited to set up this combat because it's going to be really... There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, and it's going to be awesome. I get to, like, find stat blocks for 2 gods. Ugh. That's cool. Well, there you go. That's Terra Nullius. I think we're done.
Yeah.
That's fun, guys. Alrighty, we'll see you next time. Adios for episode 60. It's gonna be the big 6-0. Adios.
It's gonna be lit.
We're getting close to them golden years of discounted early stuff.
Senior
We've
discount.
We've already hit that. That's 55, man.
Is it? I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
it
60
is.
or 65. Oh, it's 60 or 65 retirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, yeah.
That's what. Okay.
All right, we're out. Bye.